Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Gryvok Gaming. I'm going to be dropping into the hedge maze for this one. Once again, hopefully trying to avoid people off the beginning of the game so I can chat with you for a bit. So, today's topic, I wanted to discuss Fallout 76. So, if you haven't gotten the impression from my videos already, I'm not the youngest gamer in the world. Actually, I played the original Fallout in the 90s, so I think that probably dates me somewhat, since that game was definitely a mature game, as it involved lots of blood spatter and body parts flying everywhere. So I played that original Fallout. I really enjoyed it, although I think back at that point I only ever played the shareware version. I didn't go on to buy it, but I had other interests at the time, game-wise. But really enjoyed it, and when Fallout was effectively relaunched as Fallout 3, I was all over that, and I quickly gravitated to the series, played all the way through. Oh, I hear somebody here. Hold on a second. Let's go up if we can. I might die quickly here depending on how this fight goes, but let's see how it goes. So yeah, I played the original Fallout. Oh, there he is. He's on the move. And I dropped down, unfortunately. Ramp up again. Where are you? Where are you, person? Oh, we're chucking grenades, are we? Oh, there he is. He's over there. I can probably hit this shot. Sorry, I'll get back to you if I actually make it through this fight. Oh, there, we're running. Pew, 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 pew. Pew. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew. Yes, grenades. Bye-bye. Sorry, as we were saying, I didn't even get hit, so don't even need the health kit, but I'll take it anyway. Fallout, yeah, so I loved Fallout 3. I think Fallout New Vegas was probably one of my favorite games ever. I think I actually played that one multiple times. Fallout 4 I thought it was a Fallout game for sure. It had a lot of good stuff going on there, but the elements they brought into the game, like the infinite quests and the building mechanics, the base building mechanics, I didn't think they really added anything to the game, and in a lot of ways I kind of found it muddied the water of what really makes a Fallout game great, which is exploration and unique side quests and all these type of things. But once again, I played through the whole game. I finished it. I thought elements of the storyline were quite good. It wasn't a disappointment as a video game to me, but it was a disappointment as a Fallout game. I guess because I pinned such high hopes against Fallout. So that takes us to now, and there's the recent announcement of Fallout 76, and I can honestly say I've never been less enthusiastic about a Fallout game. I definitely will not be pre-ordering this one, and I probably will never buy it at all. I think a lot of the people out there are, saying, well, it's online and it's Fallout, which is unnecessary. Fallout doesn't need to be online, blah, blah, blah. I think that's a fair point. I mean, they have been single-player games, but it's actually not the main reason I'm not excited about it. The reason I'm not excited about it is it's effectively taken arguably my favorite gaming series. I mean, The Witcher 3 is probably my favorite game of all time, but I never played much of 1 or 2. But as a series, Fallout would have to be like my favorite series of all time. And to see what they're doing with Fallout with 76 is just quite frankly, in my opinion, it's awful. And the reason being is it's incorporated this I'm not even sure what you call that genre of game, but it's like your Armas, your Rust, those type of games where you are one naked caveman in a field, and you punch a tree till you get a stick, and take the stick and make a pickaxe, blah blah blah. I guess it's for some people. Apparently they're ridiculously popular games. A friend of mine actually convinced me to buy Rust, and I bought it. And before I got into the game, I thought to myself, how could anyone enjoy this? And I thought, maybe there's something about this that I'm missing out on. Maybe this, grind to get to the next thing and scrounge and all that type of stuff would actually be quite enjoyable. It never was for me. I did not enjoy it at all. I just found it I found it really tedious when I played it in the beginning, just because, once again, you're one person in a loincloth, like punching a tree, which not my favorite type of gameplay experience. But even that notwithstanding, the way people played the game was that factions of people would just basically, pair up, get like the highest level stuff in the game, which effectively takes out the whole progression system, share it with their friends, and then they would form truces with other large groups, and I guess then they would just kind of pick off anybody else who was like without backup, just, trudging naked through the wilderness. So the whole thing to me was kind of just boring. Like, there wasn't a lot going on. So I never enjoyed that type of game. I always thought they were kind of dumb. And now I find out that's what they're planning to do to Fallout, which, Fallout is about exploration. It has this great dark humor. It has like all this lore, and to boil all this stuff down to a crafting survival game, I mean, really what they're doing is lending the Fallout name to yet another crafting game, like another, was it Conan Exiles, or all these different type of games. They're pretty common. It's like an archetype or whatever, which is fine. Like, there's lots of different types of games that I don't particularly enjoy. It doesn't mean everyone else, has to only play the games that I'm interested in. What ticks me off is the fact that they're using the Fallout name to get this irritating game type out. And I guess my other problem too is the resources at Bethesda that could have been dedicated to delivering another fantastic spin-off Fallout game. And there's been many areas that people have asked, like, hey, why doesn't Bethesda cover, this area, or like, why don't they go to Louisiana, or, some people want to go back to the Mojave and look more at the NCR, the similar to the New Vegas type plot. I can't think I've ever heard of somebody say, hey, can somebody just really go to Fallout and take all the Fallout elements out of it and make a crafting survival game. Like, maybe there's that type of audience out there, but I gotta imagine the vast majority of Fallout fans are not looking for that. So obviously Bethesda is trying to capitalize on this trend towards these type of games, which, I mean, is fine for Bethesda. They gotta make money, but I really hope that the audience out there are gonna vote with their dollars and just basically say, hey, we are Fallout fans, and in essence, this is really not a Fallout game, so don't spend your money on it. Of course, if you are one of those people who just happens to be into that type of crafting survival game, then, well, I mean, knock yourself out. The Fallout Wasteland has always been a very entertaining place to visit. So for those type of gamers, the ones who like that type of game, I mean, this will probably be great for you. But if you're a Fallout fan and you've never played any of those games, Rust or Conan Exiles or Ark Combat Evolved, I would strongly recommend you look at what you're getting into before you go, well, hey, it's a Fallout game and I like Fallout games, so I'm going to play it, and I'm being shot at. Not sure by whom. Alrighty, can we take a peek? It's probably where I die, but I hear granadas. No, it's back there. Alright, well, no, let's build some more ramps. Oh, good, yeah, good, yeah. And so I die. Anyway, Fallout 76. Not excited, but to each their own. Thanks for watching.